Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another guitar quick look. Today we're looking at the EVH 5150 Standard in Rocket Red. So the EVH 5150 Standard, I was excited to get this guitar. It ticks a lot of boxes that I want in a guitar like this. The Floyd Rose is dive only, so it's flat against the body, which I really kind of dig that. The body's basswood. It's got a quarter sawn maple neck. It's got extremely good fretwork. I was almost shocked at how good the fretwork is on mine. Hopefully they're all like that. But the fingerboard edges are rolled nicely. It's a really comfortable neck. Kind of a D-shaped. It's not, I don't know. I would probably say it's kind of in between a C shape and a D shape. It's not a true D shape, but I would say it probably leans a little more closer to a D shape than a C shape. The hockey, headstock, the hockey stick headstock there, I just love that. I think it's just so cool looking. Kind of takes me back to, when I was younger and a lot of guitars had, had a headstock like that. I did go ahead and put hip shot open gear locking tuners on mine with the black buttons. The tuners that come on the guitar are fine. They're EVH branded Godos, so they're definitely good quality tuners. I just prefer locking tuners. Even on a guitar with a locking nut, I like locking tuners. It just makes restringing really quick, really easy. And that that's why I did that. And then like I said, that nice quarter sawn maple neck, maple fretboard, really nice frets, good size frets. Like I said, the edges are rolled extremely nice. The truss rod adjuster is down there, which makes it super simple to get to. The guitar actually came set up, height wise, action wise, really nice. The neck was great when I got it. The Floyd Rose did the intonation wasn't set on that. I don't know if they're all like that, but just keep that in mind. You may have to set your intonation on, on this when you get one. It's a little more complicated than, setting, the intonation on a non-Floyd Rose guitar, but it's not hard. It just, takes you a little more time. The EVH Wolfgang humbuckers, are great. It's got a quality three-way switch in it. The pots are great. They're EVH, basically EVH branded Bournes pots. It's a low friction on the volume and a high friction on the tone. And I got to tell you, I would like to see more companies start doing something like that, because it just makes sense. Your tone pot is harder to move, obviously, since it's high friction. So it pretty much stays where you want it. And then the low friction is just so nice for, volume swells, or just, when you're done playing, you want to turn it off real quick. It just feels real nice. Makes sense, So the EVH 5150 is made in the, Mexico Fender plant. Like I said, the basswood body. Some people, kind of knock on basswood bodies, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. The tonal properties of it are really good. It's good, it's good enough for Eddie. It should be good enough for all of us, right? The Floyd Rose is the 1000 series. So, it's basically just like the original Floyd Rose, except made in Korea. Has this kind of arm on it where it slides in and then screws down, so you can tighten that. It's probably not the greatest arm design. I find that, it does, it will loosen over time a little bit, but normally I kind of keep it just to where it kind of swings a little bit, maybe not quite that much, but you know, I keep it to where, you know, if I bring it up, it'll stay, but I can move it out of the way, you know, easily. But yeah, really good, you know, really good tremolo on there. Okay, so we'll do some tone samples for you. I'm playing through a Morgan AC20 Deluxe Profile on the Kemper here, and we'll play the same riff that we always play. Okay, play through a slightly cleaner amp. This is the Mesa Boogie California Tweed. Okay, and for really overdriven, this is the EVH 5150 amp. Okay, guys, so basically the only thing I would necessarily call, you know, a con is the color options on this model right now. It's rocket red, the matte army drab, I believe it's called, and satin primer gray. I went with the rocket red because I'm not much of a satin finish, you know, kind of guy. But the rocket red name in a lot of the pictures and a lot of the videos, you know, they might see, especially the ones actually from EVH, make this guitar look a lot more red than it, you know, than it really is. This is more like safety orange. I mean, it is orange. I would think that, you know, maybe if these are, you know, a hit later on down the road, we'll see more color options. You know, at least I hope so. This guitar, I actually took some pictures of this guitar with some objects that are red that I thought people might be, you know, really familiar with the color of. So like, you know, like a bag of Doritos, a red Sharpie. I'll put those pictures, you know, here in the video. I just thought it might, you know, give, you know, somebody out there like something to compare it to. Because when I first opened this, I was shocked at how, you know, neon, like highlighter orange it really is, because I was thinking it was going to be a little more red. It works for me okay in the context that I'm using this guitar in. You know, I'm mainly using this in my, you know, my 80s hair metal project that I'm doing, so it works okay for that. But if, you know, if you're going to show up on a Sunday morning at church for, you know, a gig there, this is probably not going to be the color that you're going to want to pick. And then the only other thing might be where the switch is. I think it looks cool down there, and when I'm playing it, for the most part, I really like having it there. The only time that I've ever noticed it, you know, really being an issue is if I'm playing, if I'm recording something and I'm sitting down. Sometimes if I lean, you know, I'll hit it. I don't lean over like that often when I'm recording, so it hadn't really become an issue yet, but I have done it a couple times. But I would say 99% of the time, I kind of dig having a switch there. So really, the only other things that I can mention, it does have, you know, a factory installed detuner, which, you know, really nice. just yank that out and you can go to, you know, drop D. And then I went ahead and put these larger oversized knobs on it, kind of like Phil X, you know, does on a lot of his guitars. I had his knobs, and I wasn't a huge fan of the knobs that come on it, you know, stock from the factory anyway. So I knew I was probably going to swap the knobs out. And when I was doing that, I actually remembered that I had these, and I threw them on just kind of as a joke to see how they looked. And I actually kind of dug the way they looked on there. You know, a little bit of the chrome, you know, accent. I dig the chrome and black, you know, kind of look on this guitar, which is, you know, also another reason why I went with the, you know, the black buttons on my tuners there. But yeah, it's nice having that, you know, having that detune option on there, you know, right from the factory. So guys, that about wraps it up for the quick look of the EVH 5150 Standard. Like I said, I think EVH kind of, you know, knocked it out of the park on this. It's a really well spec guitar. It's manufactured really well. You know, again, I'll say superb fret work and rolled edges, you know, on the neck. I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, you know, coming from the Mexican factory, I didn't expect it to be bad, but I got to be honest, I didn't expect it to be this nice. And like I said, hopefully it's not just a fluke. Hopefully, you know, they're all, you know, that nice. I'd be interested to hear from anybody that has one of these or has tried one, you know, if the frets and the, you know, the rolled edges were as nice as they are on this one. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.